Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different. It's going to be more of a talk through about an experience for me, and it's just basically going to be answer a couple of questions from you guys. I posted on Snapchat and on my Instagram what you guys wanted to know about my labor and delivery and throughout my pregnancy. A couple of you guys did ask me a couple of questions. Most of them were pretty similar or the same questions, so it's not a whole lot, but I will share, a little bit of what I feel, can give you guys not, much of an idea what labor and delivery is, but at least my experience. Everybody is different, so at least will know my story and what happened with me. Towards the end of this video, you guys will see a clip of or a vlog of me going into labor and days prior to being in labor and the actual delivery. You'll be able to see that. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It means a lot to me. This is a big part of my life. And before you guys go, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you guys get notified every time I upload a video. And like this video if you guys like me sharing more of my personal life with you guys or specific stories. I will go ahead and start. I delivered or had my baby on March 4th, which is Sunday. Santiago is his name. And this is my second baby, so this is obviously my second delivery experience. So the week before I delivered, which was the beginning of March, my due date was the 19th. The way my pregnancy went, I felt like I wasn't going to go into full term, 40 weeks. I just had a feeling. With Samuel, which is my firstborn, he was early. I had him at 39 weeks. So I kind of had a hint or knew that I wasn't going to make it to the 40 weeks. Obviously it's not like I knew exactly that I wasn't, but it was just an intuition that I had. Right. Because throughout my pregnancy, one of the things that I had a really hard time was that he was very low, and so it was very hard for me to walk for long periods of time, or be standing for long periods of time, sitting down. I had to be moving constantly so that it wouldn't hurt. Towards the end of my pregnancy, I did have a little bit of a limp in my legs because he was so low and it was just bothering me in my legs. So I was actually happy that he came early because it was just very painful towards the end. Actually, I had a question about pregnancy. The question was it easy to get pregnant after using the IUD? I didn't have the IUD, so I wouldn't be able to answer that very well. I was using a different form of protection, so I didn't have a problem getting pregnant. Me and my husband talked about it. My first son is 3 years old, so he is a little bigger now. So when we talked about it, we said that we wanted to have another one close to him so that he could grow up with him and play with him. Both times that we actually planned our babies, we actually got pregnant. And we are very blessed for that. So anyways, so moving forward to the delivery, that week of the delivery, I literally started walking every single day, and I felt like that pushed the delivery faster. Thursday, so Friday the 2nd, when I woke up, I actually had contractions in my back. When I woke up, it was such a pain in my lower back, way different than what I had felt before. So I knew it was different. I knew there was something changing, and I knew something was coming. So I tried to be, a little more active, walking, doing stuff and cleaning, and I just got that urge of cleaning, which is another sign of labor, is you just get this urge of cleaning, and I started to get that on Friday as well. I told my husband that I had an intuition that it was going to be that weekend. I wasn't obviously sure, but I kind of knew, I had a gut feeling that it was going to be soon. I started to feel more, more pain in my back. Waking up Saturday, as soon as I woke up again, I started to feel the ache or the pain increase. And another sign was that I had the discharge Saturday morning and all day Saturday. So that was something that I identified from my first pregnancy and delivery, and I knew that it was going to come soon. Yes, that doesn't mean that you'll have the baby that day after, 3 days from now, a week from now, but I feel like that's a huge step towards labor. So when I saw that sign, I knew that it was going to be soon. How soon, I wasn't sure, but I knew it was going to be soon. Another question that I got asked was, what were some similarities and differences between my labor and delivery? That was one of the similarities, that both of my labors started the same. I had the discharge as one of the first signs. With my firstborn, I had it right in the morning, and I actually had the baby the following day. For this one, I had the discharge Saturday and I had the baby the day after. So that was a similarity, that I started my labor the same way. My water didn't break until I was actually at the hospital, which is another similarity. The difference between my water breaking was that, actually, my water broke the same way, actually. For my firstborn, they actually checked to see how I was dilated, and that's when my water broke. For my second one, they actually broke the water again when they were checking to see how much dilation I was at. So it was kind of similar. They were both similar in that way. When my firstborn, when I went to the hospital, I went really early. I went about 9 p.m. at night. For my secondborn, I actually went couple hours, 2-3 hours before I delivered. That was, I guess, a little bit more, so you kind of know when to go to the hospital. When it was my first one, I was kind of scared and I didn't know what to expect, so I obviously went earlier, but I was at the hospital a lot longer. There's a couple similarities, some differences, or let me backtrack. Sorry, this video is gonna be like everywhere because I'm trying to remember everything very well. Say a difference between my labors is the contractions for my secondborn were way stronger than my firstborn. I feel like with my firstborn, it was a lot more calm, not calm I would say, but a lot more low. For my second, it was extremely painful. I felt like the contractions were longer and painful, and they would start from the back towards the front, so they were pretty painful. Another question was if I got the epidural. No, I did not get the epidural. I've not gotten the epidural on either of my births, so I would not be able to tell you that experience. From the culture they come from, normally we try to do a normal vaginal delivery, and that's what I wanted because I felt like my first experience was great and I wanted to experience that again. Saturday came along, I got ready, I finished packing my bag, baby stuff, everything, cleaning the house, and that afternoon I actually went to my mom's house for a celebration for my dad's birthday. So when I left the house, I actually walked to my mom's because, guys, I live close to my mom, so I walked there because I was feeling more contractions. They were very far apart, but I was feeling them more close. I went to sleep that night with thinking that, I was going to wake up in the middle of the night wanting to go to the hospital. I didn't. I did wake up a couple of times getting contractions, really painful contractions, but they were just still far apart from each other. The morning of the 4th of March, I woke up and I actually, as soon as I woke up, those contractions just kept getting stronger, and I started to time my contractions because they were getting closer. They started to go from like an hour from mid-morning to 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes. So at about 10 a.m. I jumped in the shower. I kind of had a intuition that it was going to be that day. My contractions were just getting really close. Again, that was a similarity with my first delivery. My contractions got closer and closer, and that's when I left to the hospital. The same thing with this one. Although I didn't go as soon as the first time around, I waited a little bit longer. I wanted to walk more because once you get to the hospital, it's not so much room to walk. So I got to my mom's house at about 11, 12, and I let her know what was going on, and she said that if we wanted to go to the hospital, I told her that I didn't want to be there for a long time, like I said, so I wanted to wait. So as soon as that happened, as soon as my contractions got about 5 minutes apart from each other, that's when we left to the hospital, which was already like 2 something in the afternoon. It was pretty late already. And as soon as we got to the hospital, I got checked in. They checked me. Another similarity from my first delivery and my second is that I was 6 centimeters dilated when I got to the hospital. So that was something that was kind of shocking because it was the same amount. And then the lady told me that she couldn't let me go home because I was going to have the baby that day. Well, at least we hoped that we would. So I was really excited. They checked us in. They put us in a room. In the delivery was my mom, my husband, and my sister Christina. Shout out to her because she was the one that was recording. That's a difference between my first delivery. For my first delivery, I actually had my husband, my mom, my sister Patty, and my mother-in-law Maria. So they were there. There was a difference between the first and the second. Once we got to the room, they told me that my doctor was not on call, so they were going to have to page a different doctor, which kind of bummed me out because, you know, you get a connection with your doctor to deliver, and, you know, this experience is just so huge that you want to have that person that you've seen throughout your whole 9 months. And at that point, it was so painful, and I was just like, you know what, I just need a doctor here to deliver because it's getting painful. For my first delivery, a difference between my first and my second was I had a midwife for my first and an actual OB for my second delivery. It was really different for my first labor. I feel like the midwife helps you and soothes you out and gives you more of an experience to connect in the labor rather than your OB. Your OB was like, let's go, ready to go. Where's the baby? Push him out. That's kind of the difference between both. So once I was in the room, I waited until I was fully, 10 centimeters dilated. I got to 8.5, and that's when they decided to break my water to see if I can get to the fully 10 to make it go faster. Once they did check me about a half hour after, they told me that it was still like about 9.5, but that my cervix was still there, so I couldn't, they didn't want me to push because they didn't want to injure myself or, something else happen and, things could go south. So they wanted me to wait to fully dilate to 10 or until the doctor got there. At that moment, he was still not there. The contractions at that point were really, really, really strong. At that point, I can say that I was regretting not getting the epidural because they were so strong. And then at that point, they, have you in the bed because your water had broken already, so they don't want you to be walking around in case the baby comes. So the contractions tend to get stronger when you're laying down and you can't move your body to, help or, breathe. So they kept getting stronger. A difference between that is that I was ready to go push and, get him out. And my firstborn, when I was at that point and I was fully dilated to 10 centimeters, I pushed for 2.5 hours. It was a very, very long time. So that was a huge difference between my first and my second. This time around, I literally pushed 3 times and the baby was out. So it was such a huge difference. The doctor got there, he asked me to do a practice push. When I did, the baby literally pretty much came out, and he's got ready, put on his, you know, stuff and said, you know, we're ready to have this baby. I pushed 2 times more and he was out. As I pushed the 3rd time, I was in such shock because he was out and I was seeing him crying, and it was just such a crazy, beautiful, most amazing moment in my life. And I was just so excited to see him, and the fact that, you know, everything was over. It was just amazing. And sorry, trying not to get emotional. Once I pushed him out, then you guys all know that there's 3 phases to the delivery. Then you have to, you know, push out your placenta. And another difference was that for my first one it didn't, and for my second one it did come out. And you know, they do all that stuff, you know, to help you do all that. My labor for my second was literally from the moment my water broke was an hour. For my first one it was like 4 hours. So it's a huge difference between both. My firstborn was 9 pounds. My second was 8 and 10. Not a huge difference, but trust me, when you're pushing and all that stuff, it is a huge difference. My recovery for both, I feel like this time around was faster than my firstborn. I feel like I was able to get up and do stuff faster and easier than my first time around. One of the similarities that I did do was I did send my placenta to be done into pills. I know that must sound gross to a lot of people, but I can honestly say from my experience from both of my babies, it has been a lifesaver. I feel like as soon as I take those placenta pills, they boost my energy. They help you with your emotions. They help you with your milk. A lot of things. It's very useful, and I feel like both of the times, as soon as I started taking them, they made a huge difference. So I am happy that I did them both times. I know a lot of people are against it or think it's gross or whatnot, but you know, from my experience both times, I am 100% happy that I did it, and I would recommend it, you know, 100 times. I think that was it. I don't want to make it too long. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I know I could have possibly given you guys a little bit more detail. I hope that I answered your questions, that I was able to share this experience with you guys. I am happy that you guys, you know, are interested in this and more of a personal part of my life. Or let me know if you want me to just do this whole video in Spanish just for you guys. Anyways, I'm rambling, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Hey guys, so I wanted to vlog a little bit for the upcoming event that we've been waiting for a while. It's the arrival of our baby boy. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit of what's going on. It is Saturday. This morning, or since last night to this morning, I've been feeling a little different. One of the signs of being in labor is discharge, and I've been having that since last night. So that's one sign. It doesn't mean that, you know, probably going in labor right now, but that was throughout the night into the morning. I've been feeling more like backache, contractions, nothing too big or anything. I've been able to like go about my day and everything. I got my nails done, my eyebrow, because you know, once I have the baby, I'll be in the 40 days in la cuarentena. Y nosotros mexicanos we pretty much take it serious. We try not to go out for 40 days and be at home, get rest. Entonces I have to get my stuff done, which means my eyebrow, my nails, everything. Ahorita ando limpiando la casa because one of the other things is that you get like this urge of just cleaning, and that's what I'm doing right now, just cleaning my house, trying to spot clean as much as possible because everything's a mess. I'm gonna walk a little bit right now. Sammy's asleep. Cesar está trabajando, pero ya menos llega, probably be here in about an hour or so. I have my bag ready. I'll show you guys what I have in my bag that I'm taking to the hospital to see if that helps for other people. So yeah, ahora vamos a hacer una celebración for my dad's birthday, which was Thursday. We're gonna get together, toda la familia. So hope I can make it and be there for a couple hours. And I have to go into labor until later. But I don't think it's gonna be too long from now. So I'll keep you guys posted and show you as much as I can. And show you our experience. Obviously, I'm not gonna show you every single little thing, but just everything that I think might be a little helpful or that we can actually show you guys. Sorry, I feel like I run out of breath like every 5 minutes. But let me show you guys about my bag, and so you guys can see what I have there. Well, this is our bag, and I pretty much have everything here that's my stuff, Sammy baby stuff. So I have like onesies, pants for the baby, his outfit for, you know, when we take pictures of like his first pictures as a newborn. I have a sweatshirt in here for myself, pants, socks, the, you know, undergarments necessary for it. I'm not taking any diapers or anything like that because they pretty much give you that stuff at the hospital. Socks, not a whole lot, just because they normally give you everything at the hospital, like pacifier. I'm gonna try to breastfeed, so I really don't need like a bottle or anything like that. And besides, newborns really don't eat as much when they're, you know, 1 day born, because they eat like this much. So I have to worry about bottles or anything like that. Mostly it's like my stuff. Normally I have his car seat ready in the car, so it's not a whole lot. It's, I'll let you guys go because I'm gonna go walk and finish cleaning the house. So keep you guys posted and see where we're at.
So she decided to walk to her mom's because she thinks, well, not she thinks, she wants to make the dilation process faster. And there she goes. Oh, that didn't help. Ahí está mami, mira, está afuera. ¿Cómo vas?
Ahí voy. Going slower.
You wanna race?
No, you beat me.
Hey guys, so as you can see, the walking process is still going. It's March 4th and she's feeling contractions already. They're closer now and a little stronger, so we're thinking March 4th might be the day. Or it might even be the 5th. We might go through tonight. But the day is getting closer.
Vean nomás, salí con los ojos cerrados.
¿Sí?
Oh my god. Ya le voy a decir, oiga, me saca otro, por favor. ¿No hay trechas?
No.
No hace mucho que llegamos. No, todavía no. ¿Está en la casa? Está bien. Acuéstese para atrás. Ay, qué chiquito bebé. Mucho.
Hola, ¿dónde viene, mijo? ¿Dónde viene?
Hola, Sammy.
Mira, baby. Mira el baby, mijo. Mira
Sammy.
el baby. ¿Dónde?
Sammy,
Hola, mi amor.
¿quieres ver a Santiago?
¿Quieres ice cream?
Oh my god.
¿Quién es, papi?
Vení con mamá. Oye, la.
¿Quieres ver a Santiago? No, papi, vete.
¿Enano?
No, no quiero.
¿Enano?
Está colorado, muchacho.
¿Enano?
¿Quién es, papi?
Chilmanito de
Santiago.
Bueno, chilmanito de mi hijo. Llegó a la pared. Porque agarre chilmanito, mi hijo. Porque agarre chilmanito, mi niño.
¿Quién es, baby?
Es Santiago, Sammy. Santiago.
Say, can I meet him? I'll just be
¿Se está tirando?
You like? Let me see what I can do to right?
Dale un besito, ¿sabes? Dale un besito.
Alright, when everybody's gone, I'll let me know.
Santiago. Un besito. Un besito.
Ya no está. Bueno, que no me salió.
Time to go home.
Ya no está.
¿Mande? ¿Estaba uno allá adentro?
No.
Sure, take it.
So, Santiago. So we are officially leaving the hospital, going for the truck. Just got me some water. So time to take Santiago home. Let's go see with Sammy how he likes it when we get there. We'll get back with you right now. Let's go home. How are you feeling?
Excited to go home.
Hola, baby.
¿Cómo estás?
Chiquito. Bien, aquí te amarrado. ¿Dónde estabas? Agua.
Jennifer?
Traje agua.
¿Dónde está el baby? ¿Dónde? No, ya no. ¿Dónde está el baby? A ver, ¿dónde?
Ahí atrás, mira.
Yo soy baby.
Ahí está el bebé.
Mira.
That's a crazy cupboard.
Dormido, dile a tu nana.
Ya le ve que ya no. Ya no tiene.
¿A quién se parece, papi? El baby. ¿A tu daddy?
Cigarro.
¿Quién es?
Mira.
Sammy, ¿quién es?
Mira.
Sammy. ¿Quién es el baby?
Ay, se movió.
Se murió.
Mira. Mira.
No viene, mira.
Ya muy ocupada.
Mira. Mira.
¿Quieres ir a jugar con ella?
Mira. No.
No quiere que mire a la baby.
Mira.
Dile, Sammy, dile.